Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Titans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. The veteran QB leading him out there in his 13th year now from USC. It's Matt Castle.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Castle. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now Castle. Amaro's got it, left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Savage now throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kevin Dodd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. And he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that's 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Savage on first. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Savage now on second. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, it's Savage. Pass incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Now it's Savage. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll drop to throw, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Suck up for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. First, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Texans just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Early in quarter one, Walker's wide open on the deep pass. And this play will go for 6. They strike first in the half. First and 10, defense will get to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. On offense midway through the second. Castle's going to look for space, and he scoots into the end zone for his second TD as they move out in front, 14-0. Now waiting seconds of the half. Castle's on point with the throw, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's Savage. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 55 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green.
They go play fake. Now Savage. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This will be caught just inside the 10. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This is Rajon Neal. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And back to the air. Savage on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Offense.
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Goes underneath for Henry. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now again, first man through. This is Fowler. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And Suckup will put this one right through around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdown passes in the W. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, Savage. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second down, here's Savage. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Savage now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Shane Leckler now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. It's a high kick and hit pretty well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And this looks to probably be the final play. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tennessee, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, man. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Man, amen. I on the block, my side. Run it in the house for us 12 o'clock.